Happy Valentine's Day. So what message do I have for you today? I have just asked for a message of love. I haven't asked for a message for relationships, for Valentine's Day, for anything like that. I have asked for a message of love. So we've got 3 cards today. The first card is release. So the first thing that came to mind when I saw this card was release your thoughts, release your ideas of what Valentine's Day means. I actually got a little bit emotional this morning. I saw a post from someone on Instagram, and it was a guy who does a lot of videos about being single, and he was talking about what he was doing on Valentine's Day, and he said something about it, and immediately I thought, oh well, I'm not bothered about Valentine's Day. I've been single 4.5 years now and not bothered by it, like it's just a commercial thing, all of that. And then I actually I heard this voice within me going, yeah, that's not true, is it? That's not true. And I sat with it and I was like, I don't know, I just got a little bit emotional, and I was like, what's this about? And he then said something about it can sometimes be that you just connect with that part of you that, he didn't say it in these words, but he said you connect with that part of you that kind of misses that connection or misses being with someone or something like that, right? And then I just suddenly started crying. I got emotional and I was like, okay, I'm going to really listen to myself now. And it was more about the feeling of love, okay? The feeling of just having that feeling of love. And you can have love, you can have the feeling of love with family members, with friends, with children, your own children. You can have that feeling, but it is a different kind of feeling when you're in a relationship. That's what I think anyway. And so I started to connect with that memory, all the memories of like what it was like to be in a loving relationship, partnership, with that connection, and got a little bit emotional. And I was like, okay, actually the romantic within me, the Libra within me, who loves that romance and loves the idea of love and being in a romantic relationship with someone, that part of me is actually sad, and so I'm going to listen to that part of me. However, we can get wrapped up in the whole Valentine's Day thing, and if you're single, you can kind of get a bit sad and be like, oh, I really want a partner, I really want to be with someone, and you can get down on yourself. So what this card is saying is release your thoughts about what Valentine's Day means in a social sense, right? You see everyone with their flowers, and they're going out with their partners and going out for meals and all of these different things, and you might get a little bit sad about that. But if you release that and just connect to what it actually means to you, and it could mean that you just miss that feeling of love, and it could be that you want to connect to that feeling again, or you might want to be closer to your family, you might want to be closer to your friends, you might want to be closer to yourself. Okay, so have a think about what you can connect to and release what isn't true for you. Connect to what is true for you. Okay, I hope this makes sense. The next card, which is brilliant, goes completely with what I did today for myself. So I got emotional, I released that, I connected to what was true for me. Then I took action and I looked outside, the sun was shining. It has been raining non-stop for weeks now where I live, and the sun was shining and there was no rain, and I was like, I need to get out, in that. I need to cheer myself up, I need to connect to me, I need to connect to what I love, I need to treat myself. Self-love. I need to give myself self-love today. It needs to be a self-love day. So you might have just seen my video that I just posted up about my day. It was really lovely this morning. So this is about self-love. How can you give yourself what you need today? How can you connect to yourself on a different level, on a deeper level, on a more loving level? Okay, so have a think about that. Maybe you've done it already, and if so, pop down in the comments what you've done. It might just be as simple as giving yourself a nice bath, or making yourself your favourite drink, or reading your favourite book, or I don't know, going for a little walk somewhere. It might be as simple as that. It could be as extravagant as taking yourself out for a nice meal, or treating yourself to something expensive, right? Whatever it is, yeah, do that, and feel free to comment what you do. Next card, which was so lovely because it was something else that connected to something else that I did today, is Anna, grandmother of Jesus. Now, this isn't a religious card, so don't go straight into that, but what this brought up was grandmother energy. My nan has been quite present recently in a lot of things that I've been watching, reading, cards that have been coming up, music that I've been listening to. She's very present at the moment. My nan's in heaven, or wherever she is. She's passed, but her energy is always there. And I went to one of her favourite places today. It's a place where it's called Plantation Gardens, where I live, and it's somewhere where I took her about a year before she passed away, and she absolutely loved it. And every time I go there, I think of her now. And again, it brings through the message of love and connection to those who you feel a strong connection to. And it doesn't have to be a partner. It can be that type of love that you just feel towards a family member, or a person in your life. So a nurturing, a just loving, nurturing energy. Okay, so bring that to yourself. Do things that remind you of those people. Spend time with those people, and just use Valentine's Day in a different way. Even if you don't have a partner, just use it in a different way. And if you do have a partner, you can still do that as well, right? You don't have to just make it all about your partner. You can make it about people that you love in your life as well, and yourself. So I hope that makes sense. I hope it supports you. Happy Valentine's Day again, and I will see you and speak to you soon. Bye.